We're back? Okay. No comment. No comment. Let's continue a little bit. I don't know how long this, we'll see. I don't know how long it will work. I was doing fine. 10 minutes ago, I was doing fine. 8 minutes ago, that changed. The bonsai. We're gonna make another pass here, and maybe we have to find the gardener. We're gonna need to find the right plant.
A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed
Or
you
not.
on the pot in the morning.
That is the gardener.
You mean...
Anyway, what can I do for you, my little beauty?
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature. But you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
Tell me something about Ents. Seem to be big and tall here.
You tree shepherds do a great job.
Tree shepherds? The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? However, I quite fancy one of those shepherd dogs. Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog? Nah, my darling. I'm a gardener. Nothing more, nothing less.
Was he just talking to a rock?
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. No such thing in nature, of course. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very daft concerning that.
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener. Get it?
Ah.
What are you up to today then? Got much on?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the Elfborough, but the flowers need their water, so I water them every day.
Ah, the curse of good weather.
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30 years we've had autumn.
Time passes differently in the Elfborough. Slower.
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather and the usual seasons, there'd be a lot more variety here.
Get along with Pa, right?
You and Father, you get along well, don't you?
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theorist.
Ah, the mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth, all that joy and life. And he's missing out on the lot by just sitting around up there and doing nubbit.
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. I just don't know what's wrong with that plant over there. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
Arbor. Of course his name is Arbor. I don't know that I have any place to put this honey, but I am pretty reed head. We don't have the whole reed. Cut reed. There's the reed. Reed head, cut reed. Let's try. Ooh. Cut the bee's nest. Cut reed. Reed head. I was thinking we'd get honey out of the bee's nest with the reed. Cut reed. trying to cut anything. Smell the flower, cut reed, cut the reed head. It is a reed that has been cut. It seems to function as a reed that cuts. Well, it's mean.
Isn't there a turn of phrase like stirring up a bee's nest? I think the saying's trying to give us a warning.
I think the saying
as long
is,
as the
don't
bees
be
are wide awake and
stupid.
buzzing, I don't dare.
Smell the flower. Maybe we can use the... Did she just suggest? She did. Never mind. This is just... Did I imagine that? No. Carpentry. Look at the reed head. Yeah, it's different. So she doesn't want us to stir up the nest. The nest is... we can't use anything on it anymore until we sort it out.
It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to hang their heads in this garden. Normally they blossom in our good earth, not to mention the power of Arbor's green fingers.
The hole in the tree. Can you use the horn flower thingy there? Doesn't look like the hole's interactive, but it works for me. But maybe not. Have this
No
bush.
idea what kind of bush this is, but its red fruit looks very yummy.
You need
If
fruit.
I learned one thing in the woods, it's that you shouldn't eat anything
Particular
you don't know,
kind.
regardless of how yummy it looks.
Good advice. Arbor, can you tell us what that is?
Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
Listen, Arbor, I need to make a potion.
If I were ill and needed to make some medicine, then you'd help me with that, wouldn't you?
Ill? You're an elf! Elves don't get ill!
But if I were...
Oh, come on, now tell me, how can I help you?
Is this thing over here a metis bush?
Do we have a metis bush in the garden here?
That bush over yonder.
But that fruit's red.
And what colour do you expect, then?
Green. Are they only green when they're not ripe?
Nah, they're blue then. They're green when the bush senses danger.
Okay.
Pardon?
The metis bush has exceptionally delicious sweet fruit. But if it thinks it's in danger, then they go green and very sour. Call it a defense mechanism.
Ah, and the bush only has red fruit because it has nothing to be afraid of here.
That's right.
Any idea how I could get some honey out of this bee's nest?
Do you know how I could get my hands on some honey?
Try the kitchens.
I prefer not to wander through the castle.
Of course. Someone would tell your mother.
Would that beehive in the tree over there be of any help?
Oh, I'd be careful with that. The bees defend their honey and can give you a nasty sting.
Couldn't they be distracted or tricked in some way?
Beekeepers wear protective clothes and use smoke that calms the bees. But I don't have any beekeeper kit here. I just let the bees keep their honey and they pollinate my flowers. That's how we've always done it.
I often see you fishing. Could you lend me your rod?
Of course, if you bring it back in one piece.
No promises there.
What's up?
I was convinced that I would have to make my own fishing rod or that you'd asked me to collect a variety of mystical items in exchange for it.
Why? It's only a rod.
Hey, Rex.
Thanks.
Not everything needs to be complicated, you know.
Yup.
There's something else. Have you found out what's wrong with the plant yet?
Nope, I haven't. Everything looks proper. Earth is moist and nutrient-rich. The sun is shining. Difficult case. I'd quite like to smoke my morning pipe now, but first work, then play.
Look, I found this book in the library.
Woodcrafts? Why are you showing me that?
I thought it might interest you.
I don't like horror stories.
Horror stories?
Wood that has been clamped into a revolving monstrosity to be whittled down layer by layer to the core? What do you call that then?
Sorry, never looked at it like that.
Branches sawed off, boards nailed together, wood treated with chemicals. Oh, sick stuff.
About the potion,
Art?
there's some. See you later, Arbor.
See ya.
I hope you heard what he said, because I only caught bits and pieces. So what are we working with here? Sad flower, angry bees, sensitive bush.
I will only deploy this flower in self-defense, or when it could prove amusing.
Like a whoopee cushion. That actually smells. Scare the bush. Chameleon, let's try it. Use the horn on the bush so it gets afraid. Here it comes. Gonna do it.
If the bush had a heart, it would have skipped a few beats.
I was expecting more, but
Thanks.
that'll work. Can we get a garden book from the library? Do you think we need one still? So we've got the Metis fruit, green Metis fruit. You didn't think it would actually work? I thought it was a great idea before trying it, and it worked. Because, yeah, good job. It was good. What about the bees? I thought the bees would be easy. Will you stop scrolling on your own? Is that the horn of Gondor? I thought it was a corpse flower. From the way she described the smell. And it was this giant flower, but maybe. The shallow bowl.
Mother pours water from various jugs into this bowl to cast a spell over the mirror. She did this almost daily in times gone by to ask the mirror who was the fairest elf in all the lands. Ever since the mirror started to hesitate with the answer a few months ago, she hasn't been using it quite so much.
There's also a bowl up in the bedroom.
A book about woodcrafts, sanding, cutting, hammering, all that sort of stuff. I don't really know much about reeds or pipes, but if I'm not mistaken, then those things are called pipe cleaners. The reed from the garden pond, it's like a hollow pipe. Well, pipes are normally hollow.
Gonna make Arbor a pipe, or make ourselves a pipe, smoke a pipe, smoke out the bees? That's not nice to the bees. You know how to work with the bees, I think. Does it involve a pipe? I hope it involves a pipe. But I don't think we have all the pieces. Let's see if there are any red herring in the pond. Oh, it's a vuvuzela. She said people hate these things. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a vuvuzela / corpse flower. Good. And this, yeah. You nailed it. Vuvuzela. Can we use it again?
I don't have a clue about fishing, but I'll try my luck.
Fishing skill 0.
Just as I expected, nothing. On the other hand, somehow I have the feeling that I now know what I'm doing.
Fishing skill has risen to 1. Has no idea how to fish. But suddenly,
I guess that I can just practice until I'm good enough.
no idea what she's doing, but soon she will be a master.
Or I could try to speed things up by learning more about fishing elsewhere.
Yeah. All right, back to the library. This was locked, right?
I'm not going up there. I've no appetite for discussions with Mother.
Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier, not on the stream. Was it in the stream or Discord? I don't remember, but Duck Hunt asking about Leisure Suit Larry. Oh yeah, great games, and I would love to stream them, but you can't. It's not because they are the obvious. It's a combination of that, and they're not rated. They're not re-rated. Technically, for things to be okay on Twitch, they have to be ESRB rated, at least here in the States. Something like that. And they are not. Except for Magna Cum Laude, I think is the 7th Leisure Suit Larry game. So yeah, it's funny you ask because we were just talking about that. But if they got re-rated, you know, with an M rating, they might, I don't know, they might fly. They might fly. But it's mostly because they're not rated. Obviously, there's plenty of content on Twitch that's allowed and far more you all know what I mean, and I was just looking for a good word and I came up with nothing. Fill in the blank. I mean, you can have sex on a unicorn, but you can't play Leisure Suit Larry. I think that's my point. Not even with rating the stream at 18+. No, in fact, you have to rate the stream as what do they call it? So my bed's kicking in even more. Not thinking very clearly. If a game has an M rating, you have to flag the stream for mature audiences. Explicit. Yeah, explicit. That's the perfect word I couldn't think of. Brains crapping out. Anything with an M rating, you have to set that flag on the stream. So that means Mass Effect M rating. What else has an M rating that, you know, you might not think? Raunchy, another good word, exactly. But M ratings, which are a huge chunk of the popular game base, all require that flag. So I just leave it on permanently. I don't ever turn it off for the stream. Books. Plant book. There was a plant book.
Perhaps I can help Arbor solve the problem with that flower. Let's take a look.
Ascat, there was indeed. Right. Magic beans. Love lilies. Killer tomatoes. Yeah. Mandrakes. Like a Harry Potter mandrake, maybe. Intelligent apple trees. The tree of wrath. Read the entry on steel magnolias. I can't wait. And guard plants. Okay, from the top. Magic beans.
Giant beans, also known as magic beans, are very rare. They are the fastest growing plant variety known. Because of the beans' high costs, they are almost exclusively used by the military, for instance, in storming high-walled castles.
Any more?
Giant beans, also known as...
Okay.
Because of...
Love lilies.
This plant reminds me of the one that Arbor's having problems with at the moment.
Perfect.
Love lily.
Just don't put the book away.
The love lily enters into an enduring relationship with another plant very early in its life, which frequently lasts its lifetime. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily does not normally survive the separation.
That's pretty sad.
Killer tomatoes are the most devious of the meat-eating plants. Disguised as tomatoes, they hunt on allotments for defenseless humans.
Yes, I can raise the game volume. I was wondering before we started, and I actually raised it a little, and nobody mentioned anything, but I raised it a little. I guess it's a little low. Let's go to Tell me how that is, please. Love lily is very sad, so maybe that's why the plant is drooping.
Mandrake should only be cultivated by experienced gardeners. The cry of the baby mandrake can kill anyone within 20 meters instantaneously.
The Tree of Wrath.
The Tree of Wrath bears fruit several times a year. These grapes of wrath are bad-tempered beasts that can lay whole areas to rack and
The
ruin.
Grapes of Wrath. Oh no. You did. I'm sorry, Eva. I missed it. I probably missed all kinds of stuff today. I am keeping up with some of it, right? Maybe. What day is it? The Grapes of Wrath.
The wood of intelligent apple trees is often used for equally intelligent and beautifully shaped living accessories of all types. For a long time, botanists thought that it may be possible to find other intelligent fruit varieties. So far, the search has proved fruitless.
Fruitless. Wait. No. No. You better let me open that back up. I clicked too far to the side. Read the entry on steel magnolias.
Steel magnolias look like normal magnolias, but are some of the toughest plants on Earth. They can be softened using tragic women's stories and subsequently may be picked. Guard plants, Vigilia audriensis, belong to the oldest domesticated plants of humankind. They have been especially valued in times of famine as they do not require as much food as, for instance, dogs. They can sometimes develop an unhealthy taste for blood. Baritones.
Was there a fishing book up here? Plant book. Book on fishing.
Perhaps there are a few practical hints and tips in the fishing book. A lucrative season with a successful technique doesn't just depend on the type and quality of your tackle, but also on a really good spot. It doesn't matter whether you jig, dip, toddle or feed. Wobblers, twisters, spinners, blinkers, poppers, jigs, jerks and live bait must be presented in the most enticing ways possible. I haven't the faintest idea what all that means. I presume my fishing talents are not quite advanced enough to enable me to use this book.
Feed me, Seymour.
Bet y'all drinking that
Feed
wine
me.
too much. You're smoking them tweeds and everything. Wearing
What's
those
up,
clothes all
Crash?
half off your ass. What the
How
hell's
goes,
going on
man?
today?
How you been? I think you've been lurking out there lately, but I missed you. Good to see ya. What's happening? You hanging in there, man? You hanging in there? Little Shop of Horrors was it was a live production originally. Are you gonna be able to? You're playing Neo now. I still don't know which way it's pronounced. Could someone tell me Neo or Nio? One or two. I have caught a little bit of it. Just dropped in on Luigi a few times while he was playing, and it looked really good. I guess I want to play it. Like so many things out there right now, it can't be played right now. But I guess I didn't find it quite as enticing looking as I expected based on what everybody was saying. Second boss owning you at the moment. Well, I know you'll get through it. Assume you're going for a platinum on it. Neo, like neon gas, like the one. I gotcha. Thank you. So, We need a better spot in the pond, or not the pond. Let's try again. Boom! Just like that. Except it looks like turnip. Looks like a turnip. Is it something other than a turnip?
Pity.
Fishing skills still going up. Crash, it's Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Diablo, and Witcher all rolled into one game. I did think of Geralt a little bit just looking at the hairstyle. Some of the best stuff from all of those games. Did we get it? Did we get
classic.
A red herring? No. Is that a boot?
A classic.
Fishing skill has risen to 6. Is the book on... What is that?
A classic.
Stop saying that. The dark square is a book on carpentry. It's the carpentry book. And the other, if you meant that one, it's a or picture of our Prince Lalios. Prince Lalios.
Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. A classic.
Oh. 10. My money's on 10. When fishing skill hits 10, maybe we'll get our red herring.
Nothing.
Skill to 9. I might be able to combine something with the rod as bait, but the one thing I have that... Well... The green fruits for the potion, and... I mean... I don't think we have anything else for bait, but let's try this. Let me get to 10 and do one more.
Every day.
That's what's
At
up.
last.
At last!
Now I can take the red herring off my list.
Perfect. Hey, nice timing. Chronic in the house. What's going on? Crash, the Neo guys did an alpha and a beta and really listened to the testers. Moved some unwanted stuff. Did add some good things. Seems rare that happens. That enough of that happens. You know, they always listen to something, but I have not been in too many betas, but a few. I haven't done much with any of them except one. The only one I ever spent any real time in, big deal time in, was not the original Star Wars Galaxies beta, but when they added Jump to Lightspeed, the space component, they had a separate beta for that, and I was in the beta for that, and they completely disregarded everything everybody said. JTL was still really cool when it launched, but up until the day before it launched, they were changing the flight mechanics in beta and just like changing it every day, doing different things, and there was so much feedback they just didn't even listen to. That was my experience. Soul Escape is auto-hosting. Thank you, Soul, for the host. We've got a red herring, we've got our green metis fruit, and we still need some honey. And I think we'll be getting the honey by driving off some of the bees around the nest with smoke from a pipe that we have not yet assembled. We have to figure out how to put a pipe together. We've got the reed. Something tells me we're not going to use the flower as the bowl of the pipe, but maybe, or something else. Either way, we can now tell Arbor why this flower is so sad. Weird he doesn't know, being a gardener and a tree, you know. Luck to 10 is hosting. Thank you for the host. Luck, if you're out there, welcome.
Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
So I read up about your patient.
I think I know the name of your patient. It's a love lily.
Hmm. You don't look particularly loved up.
That's exactly the problem. Love lilies enter into a lifelong partnership with another plant.
Hey,
And
Tails.
if they're separated,
Then they let their heads droop. Good theory.
It has.
But the fairies know their plants.
while.
They'd never have given us a love lily without its partner.
Just cruising the stars, Tails, and how about you? How have you and your gang been? It has been a while. I haven't been here as much as I'd like. How's the Entropic fam? Family doing well. We just need to have our family gatherings a little more regularly like we used to. As soon as possible. Rawr. Chronic, did I hear something about a smoke pipe? Yeah, oh, now I sold you on the game. I see how it works. We need to get to some honey. And apparently these bees are gonna sting if we don't do something.
about the potion,
Art?
Oh, Chameleon, you're sharp. I think you're right, though. It's sad, and maybe we can fix that. There is an empty spot. And this flower is sad because this type of flower is a companion flower. And they get sad when they lose their companions. Tails, StarCraft 2? Or, taking a break from that? Oh, need to fix the plant to get the honey. Can't imagine exactly why, but I'm with you. I'll go with that.
there's something else.
Arbor helps you with the honey after the plant is happy.
See you later, Arbor.
Well,
See ya.
but he did mention smoke. In fact, he's the one who brought up the pipe. He wants to smoke his pipe, but he says work first, smoke later. That actually goes with what you're saying too. Maybe I don't make a pipe. Maybe he will sit down on the bench and smoke his pipe after a hard day's work. So let's help him. Gonna find that flower. Maybe it got picked. Maybe it's the one up in the bedroom or something. Go check. I didn't mean to come up here, but we can go to the bedroom from here. Any other flowers of note? You didn't mean StarCraft. Is that it? I think this could be it.
This flower was given to us by the fairies, just like the love lily down in the garden. I bet they belong together.
Excellent. So Tails, do you actually have your fill of StarCraft? And you said you're taking a break. You talking days? Hours?
A handy smooth stone, Arbor's sheepdog.
He'll take the stone. His sheepdog. He called this stone Rex when he spoke to him. Troy! What's up? Hey, Troy. How are you, man? Are you still thriving? Feeling good, I hope. an
a
hour or
flower
two.
here
That kind
would
of
help you
break.
with your
Nice.
lovely.
And?
Yes, look. Look, do you know this flower?
Cheers, Tails.
Ha ha ha! You did well, girl.
It would appear so.
Aww.
You snivelling girl. You alright?
No. Yes? I don't know.
Well then, I think I've earned myself a little rest now.
I'm so glad to hear that, Troy. Loving life is good. Maybe I'll find ways to love life. Honey time. I'm not trying to cut the bee's nest. Can't you just scoop a little honey out with your hand or something? Don't make me cut it down.
Pipe smoke seems to have calmed them down a bit.
Yeah. Don't make me cut it down. Don't make me cut it down. You're gonna make me cut it down. That is nuts.
The smoke from Arbor's pipe seems to be calming the bees. This is my chance.
Yeah, so you don't
Hey
need to
now,
just...
you alright there?
That was the...
Sorry, had to do it.
Well, I'm not happy about this destruction of nature. Not unless I get half of that there honey.
I don't need any more. The rest is for you.
Doth my eyes deceive? What's up, Willow? Welcome.
Oh, that be good stuff. But that's enough. The bees need a bit too.
Yes! Oh, we're about to make the potion. We're gonna make our placebo with honey, this green fruit, and a red herring. Well, you're making some lemon cherry blueberry bread. That sounds awesome. So, there's a bowl up in our room, although I thought the shallow bowl might be the one. We no? No? That's the second time Phantom Pain came up today, Troy. You might have to play Phantom Pain again. I'm loving for you and Snake to get back together. You and me and Snake. Both. That doesn't work. Yes! How about that? Skjall! How about that? I'd love to. Troy, I'd love to. I wanted to play some Witcher this week. I just still don't have the use I need and want of my left arm. I can use it. I can't use it consistently. I can't rely on it to not be a total mess. So we can't do that yet. But we will. But we will, man. We will. The Munchie monster is real. I knew that monster well, yeah. Get the honey in the bowl.
About 1 spoon of honey. Ugh, that fruit smells really sour.
And 1 red herring.
Thanks for the sacrifice, little fish.
And grind it up with the fist-sized stone.
Yes, the stone could be quite a useful pestle. First, I need all the contents in a bowl.
Did I not put something in?
I've nearly done it.
Right?
Just missing the water.
Oh, right.
That should be simple.
Okay, it's right here.
Water's the easiest ingredient. That should do it. The medicine book reckoned that it should be a viscous potion.
My alerts are broken, but I gotta share this all with you. Trex Capades just rolled in here with a whole bunch of people. Trex Capades, welcome. Trex Raid. Trex Raid. Bad alerts. Bad alerts. Bad alerts. Shame on you. Hey, Trex Capades, thank you. Thank you for the host, the raid, for coming in here. And, yeah, nice greeting in there. Roar! Thank you. Cool. Well, we're good. Frau Stay. Hello. Jesus, is that you? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I am Jay. I am medicated Jay. Kaboom Jack, Trex Raid. Welcome everyone. Wolfstream recommended you. Well, thank you for jumping in here. And thank you for bringing your friends. Welcome to the Starship. Are you a corpse or are you just having a black and white cam? Definitely a corpse. Definitely a corpse. All right.
To be the man!
Hit 7.
You gotta beat the man!
Woo! I think that was well timed. You've been out there, haven't you? You picked your moment. Is that Tinkerbell? May as well be. Her name is Ivo. We're playing the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. It's a point and click adventure that it's pretty recent. It's from last year. It was released in Germany the year before, but it's not. Blah! Yes, medicated J. Anyways, my alerts are so broken. I'm gonna try and fix them right now. Trex Capades, welcome aboard! And thank you for the follow. Give me a sec here. Where's my Twitch alerts? Formerly known as Twitch alerts. They'll be fixed. Everything broke today. I broke, everything broke, so. Par for the course. I think the alerts might be fixed. J medication. Well, no comments. No comment. Look at the bowl. We got it, right? Oh, the water's in there. We're making a potion. We're making a placebo. A placebo. This is a sick elf. Elves don't get sick. Well, she did. Probably has a broken heart. And, hey, Jack. We're making a placebo, and one of the ingredients was a red herring. How do you like that?
I'm pretty sure that there's never been anything so utterly revolting concocted in the Elf Burrow ever.
No, there probably
I
has.
hope this is some kind of joke.
Hello, Batoni. I missed anyone coming in. Right, here's our, we don't, okay.
I don't know much, but I do know that
Down the
I'm
hatch.
not going to drink this potion until I've had another chat to the medicine book about it.
Are you sure?
I need to know which...
Oh, didn't mean to cut her off, sorry. We're gonna go talk to the medicine book. TJ, do you need the door? You can find it on your own, right? If you need help finding the door, just let us know. The book. This one.
Hi.
Well, what's
Hi.
up?
Potion's ready. You don't seriously expect me to drink that sludge, do you?
The potion's ready, but you don't seriously expect me to drink it, do you?
You must.
Cheap, I'm so... Yes, I know, but...
Meat, that's cheap.
This, medicine. Well, I did tell you that I wasn't feeling well, and the medicine book here thinks it could be something serious.
She has to drink it, the sour metis fruit, sweet honey and salty fish. That should give us an answer.
Well, there's not going to be a second opinion, is there?
It's not like I doubt your medical knowledge, but perhaps something other than this revolting cocktail might be better?
If you want to know what is wrong with you, drink the medicine. If not, then I'll be glad to carry on talking with you.
TJ, meet the demon. Demon, TJ. Right then.
Oh, it looks revolting.
It is medicine. It's not supposed to taste nice. That's right. Down to the last drop.
Not as bad as I was expecting. In actual fact, it's quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that.
Congratulations, Ivo. You are pregnant.
Wait, what? Surprise! Surprise! What? Is she having Nate's child?
No. That is completely impossible.
Yes, it's true. Whoa, Manny. Hey.
You must be wrong. Surely it's a misdiagnosis.
You are an elf and say that potion is quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that. That's raging hormones talking.
I don't have any hormones. Cheat, no. No, the book has made a mistake.
Someone, translate. Sorry. TJ, please. TJ, please. Yeah, before we get on with this whole pregnancy business, yeah, Manny, it's not only a Rubik's Cube, but look around. Look around. We got, I've never played WoW, but I think we've established this is one of the raid dragons from WoW. We've got Sorta Sully from Monsters, Inc. We've got the dragon eggs from Game of Thrones, a Rubik's Cube companion cube from Portal. We got Cloud's Buster Sword. What else do we have? We've got Helmet from Skyrim. There's the Mad Hatter's hat. And I think that's the Ocarina of Time. What is that? Gelatinous cube. One of those might be a holocron. Oh, well. I can't be pregnant. I can't. I can't.
I cannot be pregnant. I've never stood in the divine water with Nate on Midsummer's Night singing the Song of Life.
I think you did.
Why? How do humans do it? They do what?
Elves and humans can have children together, but it's not possible without sex.
You see? We never had sex. At least not to my knowledge.
But the diagnosis
It's getting
is
dark.
crystal clear.
Okay, let's assume that I am pregnant.
Let's just pretend that I am pregnant. There must be some explanation, rational or otherwise.
If we discount the possibility that the child was conceived by natural means, which would certainly appear to be the case here, then that leaves us with just the unconventional conception methods. Did you, perhaps, make some kind of pact with a
Frostbite.
goblin regarding the child? Child in exchange for gold or a kingdom, for example?
No?
Has a god in the guise of a bull appeared to you in your dreams? Any angels been having a word with you?
No?
Have any stars fallen from the heavens recently?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Then that just leaves magic, or a curse. But unfortunately, that is not my area of expertise.
I think
I
Geralt
wish it
is
was
the
so
father.
cheap,
And
but my feeling
You
is
missed
that
it,
the
I'll
book is
explain why.
right. I am pregnant.
she's pregnant. Hear what she said about Nate. Nate is the human lead in the game. So this is the sequel. This is 2. I don't remember her and Nate getting it on in the first game, but apparently something she doesn't remember. Anyway, she's pregnant, but Nate's voice actor is Doug Cockle, who is Geralt of Rivia in the Witcher games. So technically, Geralt's the daddy. Yeah, KG, not only that, but Geralt's the daddy. They haven't said as much, but come on, it's gonna be Geralt. It's gotta be Geralt. So Manny, you said, are they trying to infringe on everything? That's what this game does best.
One thing's certain. Mother must never find out about this. I don't know either. Do you think that my tummy will start to show? Oh.
Then your mom's gonna give you shit again. Thanks, Mom. Must have been cursed. She's been cursed with pregnancy.
I'm not sure how, and I'm not sure why, but it would appear that I'm pregnant. And as all other possibilities have been eliminated, then it must be a curse that's responsible.
I don't think that's how it works.
That is fantastic. No, of course I didn't mean it like
They're
that.
working again.
Just think.
Welcome aboard,
Me.
TJ. Thank you for the
Cursed.
follow.
That sounds like an adventure. Totally obvious what we
which
need to do
one?
now. We ask Archmage Alistair. He's the wisest magician in the realm of man, and he's a friend. He'll be able to tell us what it means. Oh, no, you don't. You remember who was meant to be looking after me so that nothing happens to me, don't you?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Roustai is hosting, and the alerts really are working again. Well, hell yeah. Thank you for the host. Good night, Wolf. Good night. Off to sleep. I had a great time. Happy that I returned to your streams again. Yeah, it was that. If you had asked me, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have realized it was that long since you've been around. It's good to see you again. Welcome back, and thanks for bringing your friends, Trex and friends. We'll catch you next time. So if you're taking off, if you're still there, the streams are really spotty right now. I can't even keep a schedule. I can't play with a controller, and I can't keep a schedule, but I'm working on it. So streams tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. Saturday, maybe, hopefully. Sunday, maybe, hopefully. You get the idea, right? One of these days we'll get back to having an actual schedule. So if you do go look at the link, it's pretty blank.
Kept you waiting, huh?
It is incompletely blank. Tyler, brother, what's up? Tyler made it. And you did keep us waiting, but that's all right. You have no idea how long I kept everyone waiting. I think it took me half an hour to get through the first 3 minutes of the game. I actually got stuck in the tutorial in a point and click. Shh! You have to go to Seastone and consult the Archmage. Only, how are we gonna get there?
Alistair's sure to have the answers. We'll have to track him down in the Mage Tower in Seastone. Only, how are we gonna get there? Seastone is days away from here. Oh yeah, saying fly is all well and good. Are you gonna teach me quickly then? No, we need a fast mode of transport. And then there's the small matter of the Border Watch. Their longbows can take out a fly's eye at 400 meters, and they will shoot if said fly should dare to set foot in or leave the woodland realm without permission.
Manny, hold that thought. You don't know today's password, do you?
You don't by any chance know the password that the Border Watch use? Typical. That's exactly the problem. Mother chooses a new password every single day, and there's no way I'll get it out of her. Oh, why don't you know the password? You normally know everything. Hey, know-it-all. Mother's mirror. It knows more than you. It must know the password. If we work as a team, we should be able to cast a little light on the matter, Chief. After all, if it is a curse, then I'm the victim, not the perpetrator. Well, yes, I know that. She'll blame us whatever happens. But it's best for us to have some answers
Andy,
rather
we'll
than
see you
just
later.
presenting her the facts, don't you think? Transport and the password. Let's go.
Andy, thanks for rolling in, hanging out a bit. Hope we catch you next time. The duck hunt. Why is your hair as curly as mine? I used to get asked. For like 10 years, my hair's tied back. When I started fixing computers for a living, that's more than 10 years. It's closer to 20. Fuck, I'm old. Getting there. Anyways, I stopped letting my hair down much after I started working on computers, and what the hell am I trying to say? Yeah, it's always been like this. People used to, when it used to hang down, I used to get asked if I permed it. Please. Andromeda, Manny, your question. Are you going to be ready? I'm starting to worry. I can't bullshit you. I'm starting to worry. I was really hoping that I would be able to start using controller, keyboard, and mouse, whatever again, but that didn't happen. So, not yet. So let's put that in a box. That's. Damn, it's just a month. It's a month. What are we supposed to do? We're gonna go to the mirror. Talk to the mirror. Of course, we're gonna talk to the mirror. So, do you permit? Permit? I think we left the mirror over here. How did Cheep Cheep get out of the music box? No. How did Cheep Cheep get out of the music box? We locked him in there. No, the mirror. That's not the right mirror, is it? Wrong mirror. Mirror was she talking about? You say mother's mirror? A mother's mirror? Try the throne room door again.
Nothing for it. Have to talk to Pa.
Fine, where's Pa? Oh, wait, you are going in. Well, excellent.
Ivo, I thought that we'd agreed that you would stay in your room.
Sleep well, Wolf. Cheers. That's the second good night, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a little girl. I will not be locked up. Stop telling me I am rotund. I'm not rotund. I'm pregnant.
I'm
What are you, my darling?
pretty. I am pretty.
You are my daughter and an elf princess. So you disobeyed me just to tell me this.
Yes. I will not get any slimmer sitting around in my room. There's logic. Logic.
I'm no longer a little girl who can be shut up in her room.
No. How did you get out of your room? Did you trick Cheep Cheep and then climb over the balcony? That sounds very grown up.
I just left my room to do a bit of training.
Mm-hmm.
You said yourself I've put on a few pounds, and I'm not going to get rid of them by lying around on my bed all day.
Where
Well,
does this sudden insight come from?
Never
I
mind.
can't keep asking myself what to do with my life. Perhaps marriage isn't such a bad idea.
It most certainly isn't. Excellent! And if you train diligently, I'm sure Prince Lalilos will like you a lot.
I don't
course.
want
Fine.
Prince
I would love to help you, but I'm
Lollipop.
most dreadfully busy. A kind of epidemic seems to have broken out in Seastone.
An epidemic in Seastone?
It's strange. We're getting reports from the whole of the Middle Kingdom. Objects and beings have been changed.
What do you mean?
The situation isn't clear. It appears as if some kind of terrible power is gradually moving through the whole land, changing it. Do you remember the story of the Nothing? A big blackness that gradually swallowed a fairy kingdom bit by bit.
Of course.
This time it is much worse. It is pink.
An epidemic in Seastone. Is it wise for me and it to go there? On the other hand, Wilbur and the Archmage are in Seastone. Perhaps I can help them to fight the epidemic in exchange for them helping me with my problem.
Prince Lally-Lule-Lo. Lally-Lule-Lo. Look at the queen. All right, we've got stone tablets. 1, 2, 3, maybe more. The moon well. And, oh, there's someone over there. Oh shit, it's the king. Cool spot. I want a spot like that. Oh man, if I had a tree like that in the spot, I would rip Van Winkle. Canadians, how goes the battle, sir? The battle wages on. The battle continues. Are you holding up all right?
Pa doesn't like getting up early. He always says he needs lots of sleep, but he's never said why.
We're gonna have to wrap up pretty soon here. That may be a bummer, but and it's a bummer for me too. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, unless I have to bail more suddenly. But I'm really glad we started this, and that there was a stream. I didn't intend to not stream for the past week. I just bottomed out when things didn't go the way I hoped and expected after last week. So. We're going to continue this. It's about a 20-25 hour game, and it looks like we'll be doing it in 3 to 4 hour chunks. So, you know, we'll spend at least a week on this. And how many streams will there be this week? I'm not quite sure, but I hope to try and if I could be here at least a couple hours a day and maybe more, and not have to miss too many days, that would be great. That would be great. This was supposed to be the week when we could do whatever we want, but I am tempering my expectations. I am readjusting them, and considering that I may have to settle in for the long haul with mouse-based games. So I think
This symbol's
finally
on
picked
the
a good
bottom
one.
of the mirror bowl in the garden. No idea
struggling.
what it means. That's Mother's area of expertise.
Cheers, Willow. Edibles kicked in. Well, then, as you melt into your couch, I suppose we we may not see you again today. Jelly, jelly, apple butter. Which game's elves are making me mutter?
This symbol's on the bottom of the mirror bowl in the garden. No idea what it means. That's Mother's area of expertise.
I'll think about it. You want to come work for the networking team at my job? Be nice to have a tech with half a brain to do tag team jobs on. I'd be down, man. It'd be nice to have a good tag team at work again. I haven't really worked with anyone in tech in so long, but at one point it was the best job I ever had. Before starting my own tech company, just 14 years now. It's hard to think about, but 14 years ago, I had worked for 3 different tech companies, and one of them I was basically working with one guy, this Swiss German, this brilliant Swiss German tech who had won the immigration lottery, the emigration lottery, and he brought his family here. So, anyways, there's rambling. I bet you're shocked. Wild Hood. Hello, Jay and everyone. Hello, Wild Hood. Captain Zest. Haven't tuned in for a while. Glad to be back. It's good to see you again, Captain Zest. Sorry to be winding things down here right when you get here. I know. So, someone's always going to arrive when things are winding down. So the short version for anyone who hasn't been here in a while and why the streams are so short and often missing. I have a herniated disc is what it turned out to be. There's the overshare of the day, but it's my arm. So it started in October. I was having trouble turning my head and everything was in spasm, and I've been dealing with it and seeing people about it and medicating it and all this stuff. So I've been passed around from doctors, and as this all started to relax, it became clear there's a problem, nerve problem, and it's a herniated disc. It's nothing fancy, but what it's doing to me is in my arm. This is my left arm, even though the camera's flipped, and I can't use it reliably most of the time. Have you ever smacked your elbow really hard? And, it's called the funny bone, but it's not a bone. There's a nerve that's practically exposed in your elbow. You ever smack that really good? You know what that feels like? Well, that's sort of what I'm feeling every few minutes. Or depending on how I move. I might sit up, and then all of a sudden that happens. Or I shift my weight a little, and all of a sudden that happens. Or I'm not moving at all, and all of a sudden that happens. And it can come on for a few seconds or 30 seconds or just kind of hum for a long time. And then when it goes away again, I'm still pins and needles down my arm. So there's my overshare of the day. I had a procedure last week and it did not yet provide any relief. It's been a week, so I got really bummed out. I was telling myself that I would be patient and that it could take days or weeks to get some relief, and then I didn't, and the day afterwards when I actually felt I was having more trouble, and I nosedived up here. I guess I couldn't take it. I was ready to feel better, and I really shit the bed when I found out I wasn't gonna feel better right away. Yeah, that's what it feels like a lot of the time. Hey, Lance, what's going on, Lance? Wait, who said dried mango? Because that's my bag, baby. I got this is true. Wait, Willow, are you munching on some dried mango? That's my favorite. That's like my favorite. So, yeah. Evo's waiting patiently. We're winding down the game, right? We'll come back to the game. We're just saying goodnight here for 20 minutes. But yay, live streams. No, this is where I want to be. I want to be here more. I didn't want to crap out and not be here this last week, but I bottomed out. So trying to pull my head out of that and just readjust my expectations for what's going to happen. Could be like this for a while, and that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay. There's all the things people go through. This is just one of them. Yeah, look at that, man. Troy, you had 7 of those shots. Yikes. And then the fusion. Tyler, yes, we're really oversharing on Twitch Day. Just keep in mind, everyone, you're sharing and we're sharing medical information in a public forum. This stuff is, it ends up on YouTube. Just don't overshare anything you wouldn't want to be public. Because this is very public, and everything's permanent anymore. So, but that said, yeah, I asked them. They didn't exactly knock me out, but I was worried I would tense up for it, Ty. So I had them give me something for that, which they offered. You got to try it, Chronic. You got to try it. Even better, because you're you. Read up on interactions. Supposedly, there are interactions, good interactions, with Mango. Check it out. Check it out. Since we are winding down, I want to thank you all for being here, especially for being here in spite of things being so blown to pieces. You are awesome, all, the Entropic family far and wide, and I have much love for you. It's good to see everyone coming in. So much host love. Some new followers, everyone new, welcome aboard! Welcome aboard the Starship. And thank you, Trex. Thank you, Trex, for that awesome host. That raid, for bringing your gang in here. And I think it was Wolf who tipped you off. Yeah, Lance. Yeah. Man, if I could only provide you all with a schedule right now, there would be less of that. I could give you a start and an end. But, cheers. Thank you all. Lance, KG, Tyler, Lamia, Willow, Canadians, Chameleon, Chronic, Lance, Troy, Willow. I'm just reading up the list, but so many people aren't here right now that I want to just tell you you're awesome too. And anyone lurking out there, lurker love, that doesn't get said enough. The original lurker. Nobody believes me anymore. It's now a thing of myth. But before I streamed, I spent a silent year on Twitch. Master Lurker. Didn't say a word. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, Lance? I said your name twice? Oh, man. Well, guess what? Lance! Now I said it 4 times, I think. Claire, good night. You're still there. I will try and be back here tomorrow. I hope to meet you all back here for more adventures with Ivo, and I hope we run back into Nate and we can finally find Wilbur, and maybe she'll...
Only priestesses are allowed to get water from the well. Up to now, my mother hasn't tried to make me into a priestess.
Whoops.
If I'm lucky, she never will.
And Ivo's pregnant. So, the pregnancy continues tomorrow. Good night, everyone. I'll find someone for us to drop in on. I just don't have a plan ready, so I'm gonna go outro and see you all on the flip side.